finally, Firaxis have decided to talk a little bit about Rome, which I'm really excited about. Um, so this is interesting because it's not going to be a Caesar this time, which I think is a nice change. I always like changes. It's funny, there was a little discussion way back about on the forums about Gandhi being the most iconic, but to me, as a civilization, Rome is the most iconic. So to finally hear from them is great. Let's go ahead and watch the video.
Trajan leads Rome in Sid Meier's Civilization VI. He ruled Rome at the height of its territorial expanse, built many public projects, and is remembered as one of the 5 good emperors. All roads lead to Rome, which is also the name of Rome's special ability. Not only do all cities start with a trading post, but new cities within trade route range of your capital also start with a road to them. Your trade routes earn extra gold for passing through trading posts in your own cities. Rome's unique unit is the Legion. Although more expensive than the swordsman it replaces, it is stronger and can function as a military engineer to build forts and roads. But keep in mind, there's only a limited number of times that they can build. The baths are Rome's replacement for the aqueduct. It provides amenities and more housing than the aqueduct. Trajan's column is his special ability. All cities start with one free building in their city center. Most of the time, this will be a monument. To make the most of Rome's abilities, you're going to want to establish cities quickly, then head for engineering as a technology to take advantage of their baths. After that, you'll want to expand quickly across the world. While this might lead you into conflict with other civilizations, don't be afraid to rely on your mighty legions. You'll have early access to forts to help you hold your territorial gains. Can you lead your people to an age of peace?
So that's as they call him, Trajan. I like to call him Trajan. I don't know why. Maybe it's the fact that I'm French. But anyways, our buddy Trajan or Trajan has got quite what seems to be quite a powerful nation. I know I've been saying that a lot, but a lot of these nations are, have got some decent early game, and I believe that the way that they function and the way that they can expand really well early and build roads and build forts is going to make them quite strong, on top of having a strong unit at the beginning. So I think that I actually like what they're doing with it, allowing the legions to do more than just build road, build forts as well. I think that's makes them more interesting. Hopefully it doesn't make them too strong. I like the idea of getting an early trade route is nice. Although one thing that I have to criticize about this is the first building bonus. The Trajan's column or whatever you might want to call it. Where is it? It's a little bit later. Yeah. So whenever you introduce something like this, you want it in a strategy game. You want things to be somewhat predictable. Now, not that this is necessarily a bad thing, but that they're randomized, but I would prefer to give the player a choice, maybe, right? So you give them the choice of kind of like how they did with the Mayans. You would have like 5 or 6 different things you could pick. So you'd pick like great scientist, or you'd pick like great prophet, or you'd pick great engineer. Like you could pick every Mayan cycle which great person you had. I think you should be able to pick this with, of course, the fact that you would have one less to choose every time until you've chosen all of them, and then it resets. I think that would be a great way to have Rome be set up. So like first you have the choice between monument or library or something like that. Then you have the choice between this or that or whatever, if you've researched them, of course. I think that would be a more interesting system and would put control back into the player's hand. I think that the RNG is not in this situation is not bad, but I don't think it adds anything. And the idea of this kind of system is to have the player try to adapt from what has occurred, and kind of adding some replayability. But for me, I think it's not a big enough impact to really matter and to really change my playstyle. So all that ends up being, sum-wise, is a random thing that I can't control. So I think that they should rework that. They should consider perhaps making it as they did with the Mayans. Other than that, I think I think that their ability to expand with their stronger units and their forts will be a fun little mini game for people who like to fight in the early game. And they're going to be quite strong. I mean, being able to build forts and such will really make them, able to deal with a majority of civilizations. But then again, a lot of civilizations are early game army focused, which I think is going to be cool and fun. But yeah, so we'll have to see how they stack up versus others. But the fact they have forts maybe will make them a civ that kind of expands and carefully defends what they've taken. I think that'll be a fun civ to play, and I look forward to trying them out. I have a couple more videos in the works coming up where I got to discuss a couple topics about Civ 6, so hopefully I'll get those out to you guys soon. Have a great one, guys. Bye.